Hey everyone, my name is Sarah. I'm a yoga teacher in Chicago, and for Women's History Month, A Sweat Life is sharing workouts with female trainers like me to help you find your strong. For the next 20 minutes, you will flow with me with a nice hip opener yoga flow, and all you need is your mat and a couple blocks if you have them. So we're gonna go ahead and begin on a nice tabletop position. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists, hips stacked over your knees. We'll just take a few breaths coming in a nice cat-cow. With every inhale, reach your chest forward, arch your back. Every exhale, round through your spine, drop your head. And inhale. And exhale. Just take a couple of these on your own, maybe adding in some extra movements, some hip circles, just whatever feels good to help you warm up your spine. Nice, more inhale. And exhale, start to sit back, coming to a child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees out nice and wide. Coming to the edge of your mat, reaching your palms forward, dropping your head onto the mat. Just settling in your space. One nice deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Start to walk your palms over to the right side. Maybe stacking your left palm over the right, opening up through that left side body. And exhale, start to walk your palms through center. We'll switch sides. Reaching that right palm on top of the left, opening through the right. And come back through center. We'll come back up to that tabletop, stacking our hips and knees. We'll ground down through the left palm, reaching up nice and tall through the right arm up to the sky, a nice little T-spine twist. And exhale, thread the needle, bringing the top of your palm onto the mat, reaching that top arm forward, resting your head. One more inhale. And exhale, come back up to center. And we'll switch sides. Reaching up through the left palm. And exhale, drop. Reaching that top arm forward, relaxing your head. Take one nice deep breath in. And exhale, come back through center. And start to tuck your toes, engage your core, lift through your knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips back. And just start to bend one knee at a time. Really feel this stretch in your calves, your hamstrings, maybe your glutes. Pressing through your fingertips. And just take one deep breath in, coming onto your tippy toes. And exhale, melt your heels towards the mat. And inhale, look forward and start to walk your feet behind your wrists. A little wider stance here. Bending forward, melting your torso over your thighs. A nice ragdoll pose. Relaxing your head, your neck. Maybe reach for opposite elbows. And sway from side to side. Just really relaxing the upper body. Keep your nice deep breaths. Maybe bend your weight slightly forward. And exhale, start to release your fingertips. And inhale, slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time, head to come up last. Reaching nice and tall in a mountain pose. And exhale, bring your palms through heart center. Samasthihi, maybe close your eyes. Take one deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out. Drop your palms down by your side. Inhale, reach back up to that mountain pose. Your core is engaged. Pelvis tilting slightly forward. And exhale, take a nice back bend, cactus in your arms, reaching that chest up nice and tall. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, forward fold, dive down. Reaching your palms towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, create a nice flat back, pressing through your shins or your thighs. And exhale, plant your palms, coming to a nice high plank. And just hold here for just a few seconds. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg nice and high. And exhale, coming into a low lunge. We're gonna go ahead and drop that back knee down, grounding down through our left palm and coming in through that easy twist again, reaching up. And just maybe shift your weight slightly forward to help you get through that back hip flexor. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, plant your palms, send your weight back to a high plank. And exhale, switch sides. Drop that back knee, reaching up nice and tall. Leaning slightly forward. And exhale, plant your palms, come back down through your plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take this flow one more time through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet behind your wrists. Forward fold. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose, nice and tall. Exhale, back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. And exhale, plant your palms, coming to your high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take one nice deep breath in through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Take one more deep breath in. And let it all out. Inhale, reach your right leg nice and high. And exhale, low lunge. Start to ground down through your feet. You'll start to rise up, coming into a crescent lunge. You can bring your palms down by your side, making sure your hips are squared forward. The back heel is reached over your toes, and just a nice solid lunge. Engage your core. Feel free to reach your arms back up if you'd like. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, pyramid pose. You can shorten and widen your stance a little bit. And reach your chest forward, reaching your palms to the mat. This is where those blocks would come in handy if you're feeling really tight. But keep focusing on drawing that right hip slightly back. Maybe relaxing your head. You should feel this upper hamstring feeling nice and stretched. Take one inhale. And exhale, slowly start to crawl your fingertips over to the side, adjusting your stance to a nice wide-legged forward fold. Just releasing your upper body. Maybe start to bend one leg and then the other. Whatever feels good. We're opening through these hips, these hamstrings. And inhale, start to crawl your fingertips back forward. The top of your mat coming into that low lunge. And just drop that back knee down. And lift up, coming to a kneeling warrior. You can stack your palms onto your thighs, or you can reach up if you're feeling very stable. You want to make sure to engage this back glute. This will help get deeper into your hip flexor, and you can pulse through. Keep your core nice and engaged. Take one inhale. And exhale, half split, straighten through that front leg, flexing the front toes, reaching forward and out. Keeping a nice flat back. Try not to hyperextend this front leg. Another great option for blocks, if you have them, you can place your palms on them. exhale, crawl your palms forward, shifting your weight back to your high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg nice and high. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, reaching nice and tall. Engage that core, that back heel is lifted. Keep drawing that left hip slightly back. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, pyramid pose. Adjust your stance. Straightening through the legs, reaching forward. Keep a nice micro bend in your knees. And on your next exhale, start to crawl your fingertips over to the side, opening up your legs, toes pointing outward, and folding forward to your wide-legged forward fold. You can add any of those movements, bending one knee, then the other. If you did so on the other side. You can open up through the side, come in a nice easy twist. If you want to keep that spine rotation. Just make sure to even out your sides. And start to crawl your fingertips back forward to the top of your mat. Drop the back knee, inhale, kneeling warrior. Engaging the back glute. And exhale, half splits, straighten through the front leg. Flex your toes. Inhale, start to crawl your way back. Coming into your high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking one nice deep breath in. And open mouth exhale. We'll run through this one more time, each side. Inhale, reach your right leg nice and high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, nice and tall. Exhale, pyramid pose. Start to crawl your fingertips over. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, coming back to the top of your mat, kneeling warrior. And exhale, half splits. Coming back to your low lunge. Exhale, high plank. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, pyramid pose. Adjust your stance. Inhale, crawl your fingertips over. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, back to the top of your mat. And inhale, kneeling warrior. And exhale, half splits. And inhale, come back up to the top. Coming to your high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. And start to walk your feet towards the top, nice and wide. You come to the edges of your mat. We're gonna come into a nice squat pose, malasana. And your elbows, your triceps, will be on the inner side of your thighs, helping press your hips open a little bit more. You wanna stick nice and tall, engaging your core. Maybe you shift from side to side, helping opening up those hips. Reset those hips from sitting all day. And exhale, start to plant your palms. We'll come back to that tabletop pose. We're gonna do a few more cat cows. With every inhale, arching through the spine. And exhale, drop your head down through the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Tuck those toes back under. Engage your knees off the mat. Shift your way back to your downward facing dog. And inhale, reach your right leg nice and high. And exhale, we're going to do a half pigeon. Right knee behind your right wrist. Leg goes out long. We'll go ahead and sit up nice and tall, making sure that your hips are still squared forward. Your core is engaged. Take a look back at that back leg, make sure it's coming out nice and long. Option to stay here, maybe you tuck a block underneath your thigh, or feel free to fall forward. Resting your palms, maybe have your blocks accessible. Keep that front toe nice, little flex. If this is too deep of a stretch for you, feel free to take a figure 4, lying on your back, pressing your ankles over your thigh. And inhale, start to ground down through your palms. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. And we'll switch sides, lifting through the left leg, drawing the knee behind the wrist. Stacking our hips, making sure we're nice and strong on top. Our leg is out nice and long. And feel free to fall forward if you did so on the other side. Taking nice deep breaths in. Flexing that front toe. Deep breath in, and exhale it all out. Come back up to our palms. Now we'll start to shift our weight back onto that back heel, swinging your legs forward. I'm going to face forward so you can see me a little better. We're going to come into a double pigeon or a square pose. You have the option to also do the figure 4 lying on your back, but this is a little too deep for you. So we're going to stack our shins on top of one another, drawing the ankle across on top of our left thigh. So your right leg is on top. So for me, I have this little bit of gap in with my knee. So one little trick I like to do to get a little deeper, start leaning back slightly onto that left palm, adding a little weight. And then what you want to do is press your right palm onto your thigh, pressing down and outward. And this will help open your thigh up a little more, getting a little deeper into that stretch. Keeping your toes nice and flexed slightly. You can stay here just for a few breaths. If you're really tight, you might feel this nice already in your hip flexors like I do. And then you can start to rise back up. You might notice that knee is slightly down a little bit further. So you can stay here nice and tall, stay here for a few breaths if it feels good into your hips, or you have the option to lean forward, getting a little deeper. And we'll come back up and we'll switch sides. So maybe shake it out if you need to. The right's going to be on the bottom. Left leg is going to be on top. You want your shins to be parallel to one another, keeping those toes slightly flexed. Maybe you want to do the same trick, leaning slightly back, pressing a little pressure onto that left thigh, helping open it up a little bit. And we'll come back up to center. Feel free to stay here, or if you'd like to fold forward. Each side is going to be different. You might not be able to fold forward on one side, and that's totally normal, just something you notice. We'll slowly come back up and just start to make your way under your back. We'll come into a Tabata Kanasana. Bring the soles of the feet to touch, knees out nice and wide. And start to slow the heart rate down. One palm on your chest, one palm on your belly. Take one deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. And open mouth, exhale. Slowly start to bring your knees in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins, maybe rock from side to side. Option to take anything else that you feel that you need here before we go into our final Shavasana. If you'd like to take happy baby, supine twist, those are really great options for hip openers. If not, we can slowly melt onto the mat, taking up space. And we can be here for just a couple minutes. Taking one deep breath in and exhale, letting it all go. If you have the time and the space to stay in Shavasana, feel free to do so as long as possible. And if you're ready to begin moving on with your day, your evening, just start to slowly add some movement into your toes, your fingers, your wrists. Maybe moving your head from side to side. And reach up nice behind you, a nice long stretch. And just slowly move over to one side, to fetal pose, whichever side feels comfortable for you. Resting your head on your bicep. And keeping your eyes closed. Just come up to a nice, easy seat. And bring your palms through heart center. Thank you for being here. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you everyone for finding your strong with me. You can find me on Instagram at SFOOTEY, Sfoote. And I hope you have a lovely day.